Okay, hello everyone. My name is Mason from the Gay Gaming Pros. And today we are celebrating my favorite holiday, my favorite franchise, Halloween. And I have a very special guest with us today. The actress who started it all, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hello, gay gaming friends. By the way, you're not alone in your room, and I don't mean that as in a relationship goals kind of thing. I just mean that if that's really in your room, like
It
when you
is.
sleep, but when you wake up in the middle of the night, that's there on
Uh,
purpose?
this is like one of my like most recent purchases for decorating for Halloween.
Wow. That would, I just, no. Thank you, no. Thank you, no.
I know, and he's living here rent free too, so
Okay, let me see the pillow on your bed. Does it say sleigh?
it does say slay.
Okay, who are you? Why have they kept you from me?
Uh,
Why?
well, we recently spoke, so I showed you my tattoo from the last time that we spoke for Everything Everywhere All
Yeah.
at Once. I have a Michael Myers tattoo,
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, so
Okay. Well, you're
I'm
committed.
like I'm like all in, like
Okay. Well, bring it.
yes.
Happy to talk to you.
I'm so happy to be here. So like honestly, Jamie, I just want to say thank you. This is a franchise that has spanned over the course of 44 years. And not a lot of like actors have involvement. Like I think nostalgia is like very in right now, but like you've been committed like throughout its like entire existence. So I just honestly I just want to say thank you for
Thank you for saying it.
yeah, like you like it's had a vibrant life. And here we are at the end. So um on
Yeah.
yeah, like it I for me personally, uh I feel like we're in a good place, right?
We're in a great place. You know what you're in the place of? Love.
Love.
You love Laurie Strode.
I do love Laurie Strode.
And it's evident that you do. And that's the goal. When you play a character in a movie that's the protagonist, the reason there's a pro in front of it is because you're supposed to identify, you're supposed to lean in to that person. And what you're saying, what you're feeling,
Mhm.
what I'm feeling, just sitting here with you, we wouldn't have to say anything. We could just sit here in this weird virtual exchange. And by simply saying thank you, what
Mhm.
you're saying is, you meant something to me.
Yes.
And the truth of the matter is, why else do I do this? I mean, I made Halloween for $8,000. It was hardly, this wasn't supposed to be my big money making scam. You know, this wasn't going to buy me nice sheets. This was because I'm an artist. I want to touch people. That's my goal. I'm an actor. It's what I do. It's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So the truth of the matter is, regardless of the plot of the movie or any of the other bullshit that we'll talk about, all that matters is that you care. And all that matters is that I care. And that exchange between an audience member and an actor
Mhm.
through a lens of a movie story, fictional movie story, is profound. It's an exchange of appreciation. I can't do what I do without you. You can't do what you do without me. It's a incredible relationship that what the fucking plot of the movie is, who gives a shit? You know there's an inevitable conclusion. You know there's an inevitable meeting. It is inevitable that Michael Myers and Laurie Strode are going to come in collision with
Mhm.
each other. It's inevitable. So beyond that, there has to be the feelings associated with it all. Because without the feelings, then it's just a gratuitous exchange of, fake blood and tissue. And
Mhm.
that's not what these movies are. These movies are made in a much deeper well of humanity. And
Right.
I think your feelings that you were feeling transferred right into me. and almost nothing else has to be said, but I'm happy to answer whatever question you have.
Well, thank you so much, Jamie. So I just want to like talk really quickly about like, so at the beginning of the film, Laurie is actually like in a really like happy place.
No, uh, uh,
I
wrong,
know.
wrong, wrong word.
Well,
Laurie
using a
will
better word.
never be happy
Okay.
because Laurie's daughter was murdered. I think
Well,
once you've lost a child, I don't think happy is in your vocabulary.
okay.
Laurie is living because we meet her 4 years after her daughter's death. Now Laurie has been able to metabolize that death. She's been given therapy. She's been given some grief counseling. And now she can walk side by side with the grief and the
Yeah.
trauma of that. And that she has an opportunity to move forward. And yes, you're right. There's a moment where Laurie Strode smiles. It's early on in the film, and even acting it had a result because I went back to my trailer and I couldn't figure out why my face hurt. And I realized it was because I had smiled in character.
Hmm.
And I can't remember when Laurie Strode ever smiled. So I think the word happy is because you see her smile for a minute. But it's a fragile ecosystem, that balance between being overcome by grief and an attempt at life.
Hmm.
And I think that's the beautiful place we find her.
Yes, yeah, thank you. Thank you for correcting me.
Well, it's
No,
just happy
but
is not a word I think will ever be associated.
yeah, I think you're right. But like my emotions, or like I don't know, it's just like a really like good reaction to like see, I don't know, Laurie at the beginning of the film.
Hopeful,
Yeah, hopeful.
hopeful.
And it was different. Like I really appreciated the direction that they took the character.
Me too.
So I also want to ask, so I know that David Gordon Green, like his like approach to you with this requel was like very fresh.
Did you just call it a threequel?
I call it a requel.
I
It's
think
like
we should call it a threequel.
a threequel. Well, that's actually like my question is, did you always know it was going to be a threequel? Like, did he, what
A
did he lead
thruple.
on?
No, I didn't. I actually didn't. They just came to me to make the movie Halloween. It
Okay.
felt like a perfect bookend to the 1978 movie. It felt like it answered all of the questions honestly about what really happens to someone when they've survived that level of conflict and trauma. And it was only when we were editing the movie, they were finished editing, we were doing the dialogue replacement, that David, I went to Sony and did the first, couple hours of work, and then we took a break. And I remember we went outside, and at Sony there's a big rainbow, a big rainbow arch at Sony Studios.
Uh-huh.
And I remember we were sitting under the rainbow arch, and we were sitting on this white bench, and he looked at me, he said, "So, the truth is, it's a it's a trilogy. It's a trilogy." And he mapped out for me Halloween ends, kills, and Halloween ends.
Okay.
And I didn't know it when we were shooting the movie. No one ever
Wow.
mentioned it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming back for the second and third and final film. So I have one last question. So last time that we talked was for your movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I tried to declare you and Michelle Yeoh the multiverse queens. Uh, uh, Halloween has 5 timelines, and so I just want to like ask you, or like kind of like reinstate that title. Do you still feel like you are the multiverse queen, considering that there are 5 timelines for Halloween?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Look, as we know, there can be many queens, many crowns. I'll wear as many as I can before I die. I'm just bring them. Bring me the crowns. I like them. I wear them well. They look good on me.
Would you ever return for like a Laurie Strode multiverse film, like a la Spider-Man?
You're funny. You're funny. Go slay all day. Go slay all day with your weird guy behind you and your weird wallpaper and um,
Thank you.
your green head. I'm surprised your headphone cord isn't red.
Well,
I mean, if
I,
you really
if
were a committed Halloween fan, that cord would be blood red.
okay, well, tattoo's not enough. Jamie
No,
Lee
it is
Curtis.
not.
All right, thank you so
By the way,
much.
it's not a tattoo of me, darling, is it?
uh, uh, not yet,
No,
not yet.
no, 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 it isn't. No, no, no.
Okay, well, it was an absolute pleasure speaking with
It's
you.
with me
Thank you
too.
so much.
God bless you. Take good care.
You too, Jamie.
Bye bye. Take good
Bye bye.
care.